Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, everyone. Last time, guys, we take the three matters or three materials that hit the light. They are transparent, translucent, opaque, and we said the difference between all and to take some examples. Let's answer some questions at the beginning about them to make revision, and after that, let's back again to explain something new. Now, I will explain the same thing, the transparent, translucent, opaque, by another way. Okay, if you look over for the transparent, about they will let the light to pass through it. Okay, most of them let all the light or most of light to pass through it, and do not absorb the light. Let the light to pass through it and reflected some of light. If you look over for your father's glass, for example, sometimes you can see your face in the father's glass. Why? Because this transparent object reflected some of light. Okay, so you can see your face in your father's car sometimes. Okay, and also you can see what is the behind. In the transparent, you can see what is the behind, like water, glass, some plastic kinds, and like that. Okay, we have a lot of examples. This is the transparent. Translucent, focus on the word some. Can you see this word all time? Some. I'm sorry. Some of light to pass through it. Absorb some of light. Reflected some of light. Because translucent is between opaque and transparent. Between both of them. Okay, not let all light to pass through it like transparent, and not block all light like opaque. You can see what is the behind, but not clear. Not clear. Like waxy paper, like false glasses, like some kinds of plastic, and like that. What about opaque? We have something here new to explain it today about opaque. Opaque block the light. Do not let the light to pass through it. We have two kinds of opaques. We have the reflected body, like mirror, okay, and dark objects like your black jacket. Okay. Now, reflected body, which means this object will reflected most of light, because that you can see yourself in the mirror. But in fact, the mirror is opaque. The mirror is opaque. Why? Because you cannot see what is the behind. You cannot see what is the behind. So mirror is opaque. And the same thing with the shiny objects. They are opaque. Why? Because you cannot see what is the behind. And they will reflect most of light. But the dark objects absorb most of light. The evidence for that is when you're wearing the black jacket. When you're wearing the black jacket, okay, in the winter, and stand for 1 hour or more in the sunlight, you're feeling hot. Why? Because this one absorbs the light, and that is opaque object. This one block the light and absorb most of the light. Okay, guys, do you understand? Let me ask you a question, my dear friends, to see if you understand or not. Now, we said that the black object, okay, the black objects absorb most of light. Tamam? And in other hand, the white objects reflected most of light, or of the light. Now, how the white objects reflected most of the light and you cannot see your face on it. You can't see your face in the white objects. Why? Why you can't see your face in the white objects? This object reflected most of light, like mirror. Mirror also reflected most of light. Why you can see yourself in mirror but you cannot see yourself in the white objects? Why? Anyone? What's the difference between reflection and diffusion? Now we'll focus on L, please, guys. Reflection. Okay? Reflection happen with the smooth surfaces. And when the light bouncing the smooth surfaces, bouncing and reflected at the same angle, at the same direction. Can you see that, guys? All of them reflected at the same direction, the same angle. Okay? The same direction. So you can see yourself in the mirror. Why? And the smooth surfaces. Why? Because of the light bouncing and reflected at the same direction. But on the other hand, with the rough surfaces, the light not reflected at the same angle, not reflected at the same direction. Now the rough surface scatter the light. Scatter the light. Scatter the light. That is called diffusion. Diffusion, which means scatter the light. The light become in different directions, like that. Okay? So the rough surfaces not reflect the light at the same angle, at the same direction. Okay? Now this is the difference between reflection and diffusion. Let's take something new called refraction. Refraction. Focus on R, please, guys. What is the refraction and how it's happened? Now look over, guys, here. Now we have huge glass of water and we have a pencil here. As you see here, guys, you can see that a little bit because if you here you can see that so clear when you look over by the angle for the water. Anyways, you can see this pencil is broken. Why? Because of the refraction, and this will bend more than one. Look over, bends one time and another time down. Okay, do you know why? I will tell you now why. At first, guys, when the light come from the air and enter to the water, slows down. Why slows down? Because this air is a material and water is another material. So when the light come from material to another, it bends like that. Like you, when you swim, when you jump into the pool, now you come from the air and enter to the water with high speed. By the water make your speed slows down, and so you will bend. Okay? The same thing will happen when you driving your car. You and your father driving car and enter to desert. Now he was in the street and moved by speed. When he entered to the desert, to the sand, his car slows down and make like that, bends. Why? Because it change in speed. Change in speed. Change in speed, slows down, and they make change of direction of the light. That's why you can see the pencil broken like that. And you can see the pencil broken at the end. Why? Because this glass is huge glass, and we have another levels of this glass. This place not like this one. So the light bends here, not bends like this one. When the light enters from here, not like the light enters from this one. Why? Because of different glasses, different shape, different size. Here, not like this. Okay? Now, again, guys, refraction, which means bends of light because of slows down of the speed of light, and it's make change of direction of the light or bends of light. Let's make another example. Can you see the coin here? Can you see the coin here? Sometimes when you look over to the coin, you can see the coin, it will be above the above level than this in fact. Okay, now why? Because of the bending of light also. When the light come here, it bends and you will see the coin above the real place. Okay, when you make this experiment, don't look over for the pencil above like that vertically. No, look over to the pencil by the angle like that. You can see the broken of the pencil very clear. You can make that in your home, all of you. Okay, don't look over or the pencil vertically. No, look over to the pencil by angle. You can see this broken of this one clearly. Let's give you another example. Let's give you another example, guys. Okay, all lenses depends on the same idea, depends on the fraction. Okay, when you are wearing glasses, the glasses depends on the same idea, depends on the same idea. These glasses use refraction to focus the light into one point, so you can see very well. The same thing with camera, the same things with this one, and all these things use the same phenomena to make refraction and focus the light into one point, and you can see very well like that. Another example. Prism. Can you see that, guys? When the light enters to the prism, it gets out with the 7 colors, the rainbow colors. Why? At first, you should to know that the light, in fact, made up of 7 colors. When this one enters to the prism, it slows down and bends. Can you see that? It bends, okay, and gets out again with all colors, because these colors, in fact, here at first. But when they enter to the prism, now the prism will let each one of these colors slows down with different speeds and gets out by different colors like that. Look over for this simulation. Can you see that? Subhanallah, it's so amazing. Now this is the white color, and this color have 7 colors inside. When this get inside the prism, it slows down and bends and gets out all these 7 colors by each one by their speed, because each color have speed, have wavelength, have frequency, can get out by different colors like that. Okay, we have many examples about refraction in our life, and we use it all time. Be careful about the difference between reflection and refraction. Reflection, bouncing of the light. Refraction, bending of the light. Be careful for that. I hope you understand. I hope you enjoy.